The room felt eerily quiet after the call ended. My grip on the phone tightened, anger simmering beneath my confusion. Olivia had never missed my birthday, not once. Now she was laughing, brushing me off like an afterthought. I stared at the untouched cake on the table, its candles long since melted into waxy puddles. The flickering glow had died, much like the warmth in my chest. Something wasn't right. Her tone, the laughter in the background. It didn't sound like she was alone. A storm raged inside me. Should I call again? Demand an explanation? Number. She had made her choice clear. She didn't care that I was home, waiting, wondering where she was. Dragging a hand through my hair, I paced the kitchen. I told myself not to jump to conclusions, but doubt gnawed at my thoughts. Olivia was beautiful, effortlessly charming. Men noticed her. I had seen the way their eyes lingered when she walked into a room, but I had never questioned her loyalty, until now. The clock ticked away, each second stretching painfully long. Midnight came and went. No messages, no apologies. I finally collapsed onto the couch, exhaustion pressing down on me. Sleep came in brief, restless waves. Every time I closed my eyes, I saw her, laughing, whispering to someone else. When the first light of dawn crept through the curtains, I grabbed my phone and checked her location. A habit I had never needed before. A hotel. My blood ran cold. I stared at the screen, willing the name of the place to change. But it didn't. It just sat there, mocking me. A hotel. On my birthday. While I was home alone. The air in the room felt too thick, suffocating. My hands trembled as I set the phone down. There had to be an explanation, something reasonable. A work event? A last-minute emergency? But then I remembered her voice, the way she laughed, the way she told me not to wait up. My heart pounded against my ribs as I stood. There was only one way to find out the truth. I grabbed my keys, threw on a jacket, and walked out the door. The drive to the hotel was a blur. My grip tightened around the steering wheel, knuckles white from the pressure. The city lights blurred past, but my focus remained razor-sharp. My mind replayed Olivia's voice, the way she laughed so easily, so carelessly. As I pulled into the parking lot, my stomach twisted. Her car sat there, parked neatly near the entrance. A confirmation. She was inside. I killed the engine and stared at the building, my pulse hammering in my ears. Was I really about to do this? Did I want to see it with my own eyes? A part of me hoped I was wrong, that maybe there was an innocent explanation. But deep down, I already knew. I stepped out, the cool night air doing nothing to calm me. Every step toward the entrance felt heavier than the last. Inside, the warm glow of the lobby felt misplaced, too inviting for what I was about to uncover. The receptionist barely glanced up as I walked past. My mind raced. What if she saw me? What if she screamed? What if... No, I needed to do this. The elevator ride was excruciating. Each floor that passed tightened the knot in my gut. Then the doors slid open. I stepped into the hallway, my feet moving on their own. Room 214. My hands clenched at my sides. The muffled sounds of conversation seeped through the door, laughter mixed with something else, something unmistakably intimate. My jaw locked. I raised my fist, knocked. The noise inside stopped. A brief pause, then shuffling. Footsteps. The door cracked open. And there she was, Olivia. Her robe barely clung to her body, exposing too much skin that wasn't meant for anyone else to see. Her hair, once neatly styled when she left the house that morning, was now tousled in a way that left no room for doubt. Shock flashed across her face. Then, panic. She opened her mouth, but before she could speak, another voice called from inside. A man's voice. "Baby, who is it?" I stopped breathing. "Baby." The word sliced through me like a blade. Then he appeared behind her, tall, shirtless, smirking. My stomach dropped, my vision blurred. Ryan, my best friend, the man I had trusted for years, the man who had stood beside me on my wedding day, smiling, shaking my hand. And now he stood in front of me, bare-chested, in a hotel room with my wife. The air crackled with tension. Olivia's lips parted, but no words came. "Wait," she finally whispered, reaching for me. I took a step back. The pain, the rage, the sheer weight of betrayal crashed down all at once. I turned and walked away. Her voice followed me, frantic now. "Wait, please, it's not what it looks like." But it was. It was exactly what it looked like. And I would make them both pay. The days after the hotel confrontation blurred together. I moved through them like a ghost, numb and hollow. But beneath that emptiness, something else grew. Something dark. Olivia had made her choice. Ryan had made his. Now it was my turn. I refused to let them get away with this. For the first time in my life, I saw everything clearly. Love had made me blind. Trust had made me weak. But betrayal had sharpened my vision. Olivia thought she could play me for a fool. Ryan believed he could take what was mine without consequence. They were both wrong. Step 1. Gather evidence. I hired a private investigator. Every secret meeting, every text, every moment they thought they were being discreet. I wanted it all. And within days, I had it. Pictures, screenshots, recordings, proof so damning neither of them could deny it. Step 2. Play the part. Olivia came home as if nothing had happened. She smiled, kissed my cheek, pretended she hadn't been in another man's arms. It made my stomach turn. I let her believe I knew nothing, that I was still the devoted husband, the oblivious fool. I played my role perfectly, affectionate, attentive, even romantic. It sickened me, but I needed her to lower her guard. Ryan, on the other hand, avoided me like a coward. He stopped responding to messages, stopped coming around. He must have known I suspected something, but he hadn't seen me snap. Not yet. Step 3. The perfect setup. Olivia loved attention. She thrived on admiration. So when I told her I was planning a special dinner to make up for my ruined birthday, she lit up like a child on Christmas morning. "I knew you'd understand," she cooed, wrapping her arms around my neck. "I've just been so busy lately, I kissed her before she could finish. She melted into it. She had no idea this was her last kiss as my wife. The invitations went out. Family, friends, Ryan, his girlfriend. Everyone was coming. They had no idea what was about to unfold. The night of the dinner, Olivia was radiant. She wore a red dress, her favorite color, thinking the evening was about her, thinking I had forgiven her. As guests arrived, laughter filled the air, clinking glasses, warm embraces. It was the perfect illusion. Then I stood, cleared my throat, tapped my glass. The room fell silent. "I just want to take a moment to thank everyone for being here tonight," I began, my voice steady. "Especially my wife, Olivia." She smiled. "And my best friend, Ryan." His face paled. "I have something special to share with all of you," I continued. "A little surprise." The projector flickered on, and the room erupted in gasps. Photo after photo, video clips, screenshots, Olivia in Ryan's arms, secret rendezvous, hotel visits. Her face drained of color. "No," she breathed, standing too fast. "No, no, no." Ryan's girlfriend was sobbing. His mother covered her mouth in shock. My own parents stared at Olivia with disgust. Ryan sat, frozen, trapped, his betrayal laid bare before everyone. I turned to my wife. "Happy birthday to me, sweetheart." And with that I walked away, leaving her to drown in the wreckage she had created. The weight of the betrayal lifted the moment I stepped outside. The cool night air filled my lungs, washing away the suffocating presence of deceit and heartbreak. Behind me, chaos erupted. Olivia's voice cracked with panic, pleading, desperate. Ryan's girlfriend screamed at him, throwing drinks, breaking glasses. My family whispered in shock. But I didn't care. I was free. The divorce papers were already prepared. My lawyer would make sure she got served first thing in the morning. Olivia would walk away with nothing. No sympathy, no second chances, no soft landings. I had built everything in our marriage, our home, our finances, our future, and I would be taking it all back. As I reached my car, my phone buzzed, a message from Olivia. "Please, let's talk. I made a mistake. I love you." I chuckled, shaking my head. Love? No, she had never loved me. She had loved the security I gave her, the comfort of my loyalty. And now that it was gone, she was scrambling to hold on to something, anything. I didn't bother replying. Instead, I drove. No destination in mind, just the open road stretching ahead, free of the chains that had bound me for so long. Then my phone buzzed again. A different name. Sophia. My heart skipped. She had always been there, a friend, a confidant, someone who had seen the cracks in my marriage long before I had. We had lost touch over the years, life pulling us in different directions, but now, maybe this was a sign. Her message was simple. "I saw what happened tonight. You didn't deserve that. Are you okay?" For the first time in weeks, I smiled. "I will be," I typed back. "How about a coffee tomorrow?" Her response came instantly. "I'd love that." And just like that, a new chapter began. One where I wasn't a betrayed husband. One where I wasn't a fool. One where I had a future worth looking forward to.